Well, I'm looking to be the PFL champion. That's a goal that I'm setting out for. So whoever it is along the way, if they've made a name for themselves or not, every fight for me is a title fight. So I'm going out there with that attitude, and that's what motivates me.
Awesome. Well, Rory, it's great to have you back in Atlanta. Best of luck Friday, and I look forward to this fight.
Thanks.
Salvador.
Hey, Rory. We've seen fighters speak on getting nervous prior to fighting, and this has come from guys like Cowboy Cerrone, who's fought for a very long time. So for you, is this something you find happens prior to entering the cage, given all of your experience?
Yeah, you get the nerves, but they're good nerves. I don't necessarily get like fearful, but I have the natural nerves that well up inside you, those butterflies, that you're about to do something dangerous. But I thrive on that. I enjoy those feelings. It's something that I expect to be there every single time.
And this is the quickest turnaround you've had under the PFL banner. How are you feeling with having back-to-back camps so close to each other?
It's going great. I just kept the momentum going, kept my focus. My focus is pointed at the championship. So you got to have endurance to get through this tournament and the season rather. So, I've hardened my mind, focused my mind on getting to that point. So things have been going great.
Awesome. Good luck on Friday.
Thanks.
Conan.
Hey, Rory. First, could you please reveal to us what you eat during cheat days, or what are your cheat meals?
I like pasta, pizza, things like that.
Okay. What do you usually do one night before or one day before fight night?
The night before, just eating my good food after weigh-ins, and talking to my team, my coaches, and just getting my mind right for the fight tomorrow.
All right, just one more question. When you're not fighting or preparing for a fight or not training, what usually keeps you busy?
I'm pretty much training all the time. Outside of training, I spend all my time with my family, my kids, my wife, and that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you and good luck, Rory.
Thanks.
Danny.
Hey, how's it going, Rory? It's MMA Locker Room, part of Puff Sports Radio.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask you something. So it seems like the goal is always just to win, but out of your last 2 or 3 fights, some didn't go your way and went the other way by the judge's decision. It seems like you didn't waste no time, though. You got out there and got that first round submission. Did something change after your last 3 fights, the way that they went, or are you still going out there with the same game plan?
Well, I trained all my training up. I moved to Austin. I moved my training to Austin, and I feel like that's reinvented my mindset, my approach, and it's just got me in the best shape, best mind frame that I've ever been in. So I feel like the style, the techniques that I've been working on just drive me to go for the finish. And, whether that be in the first round or the last, I'm looking to put these guys away.
Got you. And then, do you have time? I got a good MMA dad joke for you. You got time for one?
Go for it.
All right. Why did the black belt get arrested?
I don't know. Tell me.
Because he held up a pair of pants.
Nice.
No, I just wanted to get you laughing, man. That was it, man. Every single time you're on, you're always so serious. I just wanted to get a laugh from Rory MacDonald. That was it, and I got one, man. Appreciate
right.
You. Can't wait to see you go out there this Friday.
All right. Thanks, man.
Danny, are you with us? Awesome.
Yeah. Started going there in February. John Donaher at New Wave and Tim Kennedy and his group of guys.
Nice. And how'd you make the connection? How'd you decide to go over there?
Well, I just felt like if even like before COVID hit, that I should go check out what Tim's doing in Austin. I had messaged him to connect and start training, but COVID kind of blocked travel for a while, and then I was in Florida because I had made established a relationship with Henry Hooft and the guys there. So I moved to Florida for the first season at PFL because I knew I could train there in freedom. And then after the first season, I felt like it was time, now that the border was open, to go check out what was going on in Texas. And I just fell in love with it. Just felt like that was where I needed to be. And the more I kept going and going, I just kept getting better, seeing improvements, and it's just been the best thing for me.
Yeah, and I know your first season under PFL didn't go as you wanted, but what are some of the lessons that you take away from that first run that you've been applying on this second season?
Yeah, so I think addressing my fitness, my diet, and just working more on my jiu-jitsu, I think were some key takeaways, and I've seen a lot of improvements in those areas.
Yeah, and you got a first round finish. Is it almost relieving in a way, knowing that like you got 6 points in the bag, and this time around, I mean, you're obviously looking for the win, but you almost got a spot secured.
Yeah, I mean, having 6 points, you don't feel really the pressure as much as a guy who's 0 or raised at -1. Got a little bit more pressure behind you, but just going in there looking to do the same thing to every one of these guys. Not focus too much on the points, but that's easier now that I'm at the top of the leaderboard to say.
Yeah. Thank you, Rory.
Sportscast, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Rory, it's pleasure I have big pleasure to have a chance to talk with you. You're a legend of the sport. What do you think? What's your advantages in this fight?
I think I could beat this guy everywhere, so I feel confident in any position. I do feel that, just having a wide range of skills is dangerous against guys, because I don't think they're gonna have to guess what's coming next, and I think that's where I'm strongest.
Okay, and one question which is not connected with your fight. Obviously, you watched UFC last weekend. What can you say about the new generation who is coming to town, especially in welterweight division? You have Sean Brady, you have Shavkat Rakhmonov, Hamza Chimaev, and also Kevin Holland is front of the door of the top 15. What can you say about next generation in welterweight division in UFC?
Yeah, it's great to see so many great welterweights rising. New names coming up through the ranks. Welterweight never seems to die out, though. There's always fresh blood. It seems like that new and exciting guys, are always coming up. It seems it's never a boring division. So it's nice to see these new guys coming in and mixing it up.
You mentioned you worked with John Danaher. Can you say something more about him? Because I talk with my friends who love MMA and also Jiu-Jitsu. They mentioned me the John Danaher as a great guy and one of the biggest philosophers in the game. What you can say about John Danaher, and how good to cooperate with him for a long time?
Yeah, it's a huge blessing for me to work with John. I think he is just an amazing coach. He has a great ability to pinpoint what I need to work on, and help me realize how to focus in on that and chase after it so that I could be the best version of myself. So he's a crucial part of my my success and my advancement in the sport.
Thank you for your time. Please, please next.
Jamie, go ahead.
Hi, Rory. Jaime Barrios from MMA Fan 507. Rory, in July 2015, you was part for, in my opinion, what is in the biggest welterweight fight in MMA versus Robbie Lawler. That was an iconic fight. In this weekend, both of you are fighting again. What memories you have about that big fight?
Yeah, that fight was the biggest fight of my career. It established my name in the sport, and yeah, it was, you know, people still to this day bring it up, and I constantly see the highlights of that fight still to this day pop up. So it's been a great journey since that fight, and yeah, it's pretty interesting that we're fighting both on the same weekend.
Okay, thank you and good luck, Rory.
Thanks. All right. Thank you, guys.